Marie Antoinette became one of history's most hated women because millions of people became emotionally certain about someone they had never actually known. And once societies emotionally need villains, facts become surprisingly easy to ignore. You have heard the quote, "Let them eat cake," the sentence forever attached to Marie Antoinette, the perfect symbol of royal indifference to human suffering. The line that seemed to capture everything wrong with the French monarchy in 5 words. There is only one problem. She almost certainly never said it. The quote appeared in writing years before Marie Antoinette had even arrived in France. When those words became permanently attached to her name, France had already emotionally decided what she represented. And once societies emotionally decide what someone represents, reality becomes increasingly difficult to introduce into the conversation. Marie Antoinette became one of history's most hated women because millions of people became emotionally certain about someone they had never actually known. And once societies emotionally need villains, facts become surprisingly easy to ignore. This is the story most people have never actually been told about Marie Antoinette. Not whether she was innocent, not whether she deserved criticism, but what happens when entire populations stop seeing human beings and start seeing symbols instead. Marie Antoinette was born in Vienna in 1755. She was 14 years old when she was sent to France to marry the future king. 14. A child transported into one of the most politically unstable societies in Europe, expected to become elegant, graceful, perfect, symbolic. She was not simply expected to become a queen. She was expected to embody an entire political alliance between 2 countries that already distrusted each other. Symbols are dangerous things to become, because the moment people stop seeing you as human, they can turn you into anything they need. And by the 1780s, France desperately needed something to blame. The country was collapsing financially. Bread prices were rising beyond what ordinary families could afford. The gap between Versailles and the streets of Paris had become impossible to ignore. Economic collapse is complicated. It has many causes, many people responsible, many years of accumulated failure. But human beings under pressure rarely reach naturally for complexity. They reach for faces. And the face at the center of Versailles was Marie Antoinette. What happened next feels disturbingly modern. A propaganda campaign spread through Paris unlike anything Europe had seen before. Pamphlets accused Marie Antoinette of corruption, manipulation, cruelty, sexual scandal, foreign loyalty. Many accusations had little or no documented evidence behind them. That barely mattered anymore, because propaganda does not succeed by being true. It succeeds by confirming emotions people already want to feel. France did not need Marie Antoinette to actually represent everything wrong with the monarchy. France needed a face large enough to attach its suffering to. Someone people could blame clearly enough that reality itself became secondary. She was Austrian. She was royal. She was expensive. She was female. She was visible. She was useful. And by the late 1780s, the woman had largely disappeared beneath the symbol. France no longer hated Marie Antoinette, the 14-year-old girl who had entered a country she did not choose. It hated the emotional construction people had built around her name, a construction made from rumors, pamphlets, political cartoons, collective frustration, and emotional certainty. In October 1793, Marie Antoinette was executed publicly in Paris. She was 37 years old. By then, the symbol had almost completely replaced the person. At her trial, accusations were presented so extreme and so weakly supported that even some observers appeared uncomfortable hearing them spoken aloud. At one point, Marie Antoinette responded to a particularly disturbing accusation by appealing directly to the mothers inside the courtroom. Historical accounts suggest the room fell briefly silent. Pause. Then the trial continued. Because symbols cannot defend themselves the way human beings can. And once societies emotionally need symbols badly enough, mercy becomes very difficult. This is what makes her story feel so disturbingly recognizable now. Long before social media existed, human beings were already doing this. Printing accusations faster than truth could travel, building emotional versions of people they had never met, consuming narratives designed to confirm what they already felt, deciding collectively what someone represented, and making that decision nearly impossible to escape. The technology changes, the pattern never does. Today, millions of people still emotionally agree on what public figures represent without ever truly knowing them. They consume narratives emotionally. They share them, amplify them, become certain about them. And once enough people emotionally agree on who someone is, reality becomes increasingly powerless. Absolute silence begins. Marie Antoinette was not destroyed because people understood her. She was destroyed because enough people agreed on what she represented. And that is a sentence that has never stopped being true.